To the room, and I'll give the floor to the representative of Maaat for Peace, Development and Human Rights. Sir, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Vice-Chair. First of all, we thank the efforts made to coordinate the preparatory committee for the 9th conference to review the Biological Weapons Convention. We hope that there will be a greater opportunity for civil society organizations to participate in review sessions, because the assistance of a larger number of organizations will enhance the work of the committee and the universality of the convention. Maaat Association, in its capacity as the technical secretariat of the Global Coalition for Limitation of Armaments, which is a coalition of civil society organizations, would like to present to you some recommendations. At the outset, we would like to thank the team of experts and the Implementation Support Unit of Biological Weapon Conventions for the continuous efforts and attempts to work to protect humanity from the proliferation of weapons and prevent their dangers. However, despite the abundant efforts made by the unit to implement and activate the objectives of the articles of the Biological Weapons Convention, many dangerous biological weapons have the potential to be developed that threaten international peace and security and thus the survival of the planet. There are concerns about the possibility of the emergence or use of biological weapons during the current Russian-Ukrainian conflict, which we should take into account and work together to shed light on the types of weapon and its dangers, and the measures that must be taken to combat the use of any biological weapons. Over the century, it has been proven that biological weapons are one of the most dangerous that threaten civil societies around the world, as they cause long-term effects such as economic decline, elimination of genetic diversity for animals and crop cultivation, the elimination and threat to human basic needs, and the deterioration of global health. Hence the threat to implementation of the UN goals for 2030 in the world. Therefore, in the context of achieving the goals and articles of the Convention stipulated for the states pledge in Articles 1 and 2, not to develop, produce, stockpile, possess, or maintain biological weapons, in addition to destroying biological weapons that are free of any use or peaceful objectives that benefit societies or humanity, Maaat for Peace, Development and Human Rights Association exerts continuous efforts to maintain a world without weapons and to promote and spread international peace and security through its declaration on GCAL. It is done by unifying the efforts of all concerned parties from international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and civil society to limit the spread of all types of weapons, including biological weapons. On the sideline of the meeting of the 9th Preparatory Committee for the Biological Weapons Convention, Maaat Association presents some recommendations in the context of activating and implementing the articles of the BWC. First, the need to raise awareness on the dangers and impacts of the use of biological weapons. Second, strengthening the role of civil society and NGOs to limit the spread of biological weapons. And third, establish and activate countermeasures and sanctions in case of violation of the articles of the conventions by countries. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Maaat for Peace, Development and Human Rights for his statements.